Hi there, students. To swerve, a verb. A swerve, a countable noun. And I guess I would like also to do the adjective unswerving. Okay, let's see. To swerve, this is something, firstly, you will see when you're driving your car. If your car swerves or if you swerve, you suddenly change direction in order to try to avoid hitting somebody or something. So the truck had to swerve to avoid a child that was on the road. Yeah. He swerved to avoid a cyclist that he hadn't seen. His car swerved off the road and crashed into a tree. Okay, so to swerve, it's to turn aside very rapidly. Okay. He wasn't looking where he was going, and then he looked forward and he saw a lady crossing the road and had to swerve to avoid her. Okay, so to swerve, to change direction very, very, very suddenly. Yeah, the driver swerved to avoid hitting a cyclist. Now, you can also use this metaphorically. Um, you could swerve from your principles or not swerve from your principles. So he unswervingly continued to follow what he thought was right in face of severe criticism and severe argument. Yeah, he was unswerving in his quest for the truth. He went for it and he didn't suddenly swerve aside. This is the idea of to swerve. He didn't turn away from it. Let's see. I swerved away from directly calling him a liar. I swerved from calling him a liar because I don't have any direct evidence. Yeah, it's not something I want to do. Maybe my course is going towards it, but I swerved from it. Okay, so you can swerve from a principle or from an action. I think one of the major problems with politicians is the second that they see there is a problem or that somebody doesn't like their policies and they're going to have problems with the voters, they swerve away from it. Yeah, they don't follow their principles unswervingly. Yeah, if there's a problem, swerve away from it. That's the idea of to swerve. Okay, so to change direction very suddenly, particularly in a vehicle. So the car swerved and flipped over. Yeah, and a very nasty accident resolved. Yeah, okay, so to turn to one side. Yeah, but then metaphorically as well, to veer away from, to turn away from a particular plan of action. Yeah. He got into a lot of difficulty and there was a lot of criticism about what he was doing. But he unswervingly continued to do this because he was certain that it was the right thing to do. Okay, so to deviate, to diverge, to veer away from something, yeah? Okay, so follow your principles. He studied unswervingly for a year, and that's why he passed his exam. Yeah, he did not swerve from doing his duty. Yeah, I shall not swerve from my duty. I shall be unswerving. Okay, so effectively, it's to avoid or to turn aside from a particular path, and it can be both physical and metaphorical. Um, uh, I saw I saw this man walking towards me, and he's really angry with me, and he swerved away to avoid me. Yeah, he turned, he deflected from a straight line. Okay, and that's the idea. So to swerve, notice I can swerve. My car swerved, or I can swerve my car. He swerved the car to the right, to deviate from the straight and narrow course, to yaw, um, to zigzag or to zag, to diverge from your path, to deviate from what you think is right. Um, so, yeah, I will not swerve from doing what I think is right. I will not swerve from doing the right thing. Okay, swerve, formality. I'm going to give this word a 5 in formality. Use it anywhere. I think using to swerve, using it metaphorically, maybe a 5.5, but in the car, use absolutely anywhere. I think I'm not going to swerve from my duty. I think use that anywhere as well, although it's a bit more on the formal side. And then as to origin, okay, it comes from Proto Germanic swerdbana, to wipe or to mop, which comes from Proto Indo European, to turn or to wipe or to sweep. Okay, so to swerve, to turn away from your path. Yeah, so thank those people who have supported me unswervingly, deserve my sincerest thanks. So I think that's enough. If you enjoyed the video, give it a rating, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you soon. Bye for now. Swerve, unswerving, unswervingly.